Dr. Youthfield had spent her entire career deciphering ancient galactic texts, but the discovery on Kepler 442b changed everything. The archaeological site contained ruins from 17 different extinct civilizations spanning over 50,000 years of galactic history. Each had left behind star charts, historical records, and chilling warnings about various cosmic threats, and every single civilization had mentioned one thing: Earth. The translations are consistent across all languages, her research assistant Kexnar reported nervously. The Zelkari archives, from 40,000 years ago, the Vexthul records from 32,000, even the most recent Manet inscriptions, just 8,000 years back, they all reference the same coordinates. Dr. Youthfield studied the floating holographic displays around her workstation. Sol 3, the third planet from a rather unremarkable yellow star in what the galactic catalog now listed as the Terran system. According to current data, it hosted a thriving civilization of bipedal mammals who called themselves humans. What exactly do the warnings say? She asked, though she suspected she already knew. Kexnar's membrane fluttered with visible anxiety as he read aloud. The Zelkari inscription reads, "Beware the third world of the Golden Star. The sleepers there must never be disturbed. They dream of war, and their waking would bring darkness to all." Another tablet, this time from the Vexthul. "We fled the outer rim when the star spawn stirred. Pray they do not wake fully, for their hunger knows no bounds." Dr. Youthfield felt her own species' danger glands begin to secrete stress hormones. Kexnar continued, voice now a whisper. "The main records, they're more specific. They describe an encounter. We found the world where nightmares learned to walk upright. They wore flesh-like clothing, but underneath was something else. Something that turned planets to ash for sport. We left them sleeping and fled to the galaxy's edge. If you read this, remember, never wake the Terrans." The research team had made this discovery 3 months ago, but Dr. Youthfield had hesitated to report it to the Galactic Coalition. After all, Earth was already a member species. The humans had joined peacefully, submitted to standard protocols, and their representatives seemed normal, aggressive, sure, by galactic standards, but not the cosmic horror described in these ancient warnings. Perhaps the warnings refer to some other species that once lived on Earth, Dr. Youthfield offered hopefully. The current inhabitants seem relatively harmless. Kexnar pulled up another holographic display. "I thought so too, until I cross-referenced human historical records with the timeline. The Mene encountered Earth approximately 8,000 years ago. According to human archives, that corresponds to their Neolithic period." Dr. Youthfield's 4 hearts stopped for just a moment. "You mean the sleeping civilization the Maine warned about? Those were primitive humans? Pre-industrial? Pre-spaceflight?" The Maine had fled in terror from Stone Age humans. The implications hit her like a meteor strike. If primitive humans were enough to scare an advanced civilization into abandoning entire sectors of the galaxy, what were modern humans capable of? "There's more," Kexnar whispered, barely audible. "I found references in the deepest archives. The Zelkari weren't the first to discover Earth. They inherited the warnings from the progenitors themselves. The first species to achieve spaceflight in this galaxy. He activated another display, ancient script, so degraded it required quantum archaeology just to decode. The progenitor warning read, "We seeded the stars with life and watched civilizations rise. But on the third world of the burning star, we found something that was never meant to be. They sleep now in caves and hunt with sharpened stones. But we have seen their dreams. They dream of conquest among the stars, of bending reality to their will, of wars that span galaxies. We dare not disturb them. Let them sleep. Let them always sleep. If they ever wake fully, If they ever reach the stars, may the cosmos forgive us for what we have unleashed. Dr. Youthfield stared at the display, paralyzed. The progenitors had encountered pre-human ancestors and been so terrified they'd established a galactic quarantine that lasted 50 millennia. "They're not sleeping anymore," Kexnar whispered. "The humans achieved spaceflight last century. They're awake." Just then, the comm console chimed. Incoming transmission. Sender: Admiral Sarah Chen. Affiliation: Human Naval Command. The message was brief. "Dr. Youthfield, we understand you've discovered some interesting archaeological evidence about Earth's past. We'd like to discuss your findings. A human delegation will arrive at your facility tomorrow. Looking forward to our conversation." The lab fell silent, save for the low, ominous hum of equipment. "They know," Kexnar whispered. "Somehow. They know we found the warnings." Dr. Youthfield turned toward the stars outside her station viewport, thinking of all the other civilizations who must have made the same discovery. She thought of the empty sectors, the mysteriously abandoned systems, the unexplained extinctions in galactic history. And now she understood. The galaxy hadn't been conquered. It had been cleared. The humans weren't newly awakened. They had been awake for some time, and everything that had tried to contain them was simply gone.